What is up, guys? Welcome to the Transparency. Kicking off a special edition here, a quick little live, call it like a news break, breaking news. Again, let those notifications click in. Welcome to the Transparency. Got something. Want to drop it. Again, thank you.
Folks, I know there's a history here. I'd like to get this hearing in today. You know, everybody needs to just focus on the relevant facts, okay? I know there's a history here.
Are you talking up by Sunset Mart? Up the hill by the gas station?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you...
Welcome to Truth and Transparency.
Life in prison, and now he's appealing that conviction and faces his first hearing tomorrow. Jeter's family spoke exclusively to Channel 11's Nicole Ford. She filed this report before heading to breaking news.
Oh, here you go.
From the very start, Sheldon Jeter Jr. was in a football uniform, headed to perform big on the field at Aliquippa.
I was just looking at one of his little things that he wrote. I was like, if he was here now.
It's these memories of her firstborn that brings a smile to Delcia Flanagan's face. Looking back, she now sees where things changed for her son, Sheldon.
It started at the elementary school when Rachel Del Tondo stepped into my son's life.
Del Tondo was a teacher who years later was found to have a relationship with Sheldon when he was just 17. Del Tondo was gunned down on Mother's Day in 2018, a case that made national news, and one Sheldon Jeter was questioned in but never charged. 2 years later, Sheldon's cousin Tyree Pugh was shot and killed. Sheldon was convicted and sentenced for the murder.
I don't feel that it was justice. And I don't think that justice was served for my side of the family or the Pugh family.
Flanagan believes the high publicity of the Del Tondo case convicted her son before he ever had his day in court. Now, a year later, Sheldon is getting an appeal hearing after alleging misconduct by a juror who was Del Tondo's next-door neighbor. New information also came to light about other members of the jury.
There was jury members that were talking to each other, laughing, and it's here in notes. That type of conduct can't happen.
In a multiple-page affidavit, Sheldon's appellate attorney plans to ask a judge on Tuesday morning to take the next step for Sheldon to get a new trial.
I just pray that we get this new trial. And I'm able to just see my son again.
Nicole Ford, Channel 11 News.
All right. Again, guys, welcome. We are taking it here. You might see a little
delivered right
commercial
to my
here.
door. It's cheaper than grocery shopping. Plus, I get to skip the trip and start cooking whenever it's convenient.
CNN doing what they do. Again, guys, welcome to the Transparency. Check it out. Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio Police Chief is condemning an incident caught on a doorbell cam, showing two officers telling a man his 11-year-old daughter could face child porn charges for sending images to a grown man online.
Reality is not much you guys probably can do about it, is it?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can? She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass on the
Is she
internet.
taking pictures of?
You guys have a nice evening.
Billy Blacka called police when he found inappropriate images and messages on his daughter's phone. He said his daughter was communicating with the man for about a month. The police department apologized to Blacka and said it would investigate the officer's actions and any crime that may have been committed against his daughter. Columbus police said the Department of the Inspector General opened an investigation into the incident and that they are treating the allegations with the, quote, utmost seriousness.
Boom. There it is right there. And we're going to talk about it. Let me remove this, bring in something. Again, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of stuff that's going on. Police Chief. Got to give her some props here. Elaine Bryant. We're going to talk about her background here in just a minute. But she made history 2021. We're going to get into all of that. But what we are talking about here is an incident that happened in the middle of September of 2023 when a resident of Columbus, a father of an 11-year-old, Billy Blocka, called police around 6 p.m., waited 6 hours until about midnight. 2 officers arrived, 1 female officer, 1 male officer. I am going to play you guys the complete Ring camera footage, but he called because he had found messages. He believed that his 11-year-old daughter was the victim of an older person online trying to manipulate her into sending pornographic material, nudes and things like that, whatever it was. But it was just basically pornographic material, explicit. The dad is calling the police. He had never called the police ever in his life. First time he ever called the police because his daughter was being manipulated and he wanted the police to talk, we need to talk to the police and get this all handled. She's a victim. The way that these 2 officers approached the door, we're going to take a look at it. You guys can have your opinion on how it went down, but it would be the father that puts out his Ring camera footage that went viral. And immediately, as soon as the police chief got her hands on it and saw it, she was immediately reaching out to the father and to the 11-year-old, apologizing for what took place at their residence, and speaking out against, this is rare that you ever see this, you have a woman who's a African-American police chief speaking out immediately, defending not the actions of her officers, but the victims, and saying that, this isn't anything that we've ever seen before. This is not how we conduct ourselves. And this is not the reflection of the department, as a whole. And she's absolutely correct. But to come out right away, make a statement like that and say that this is being tossed to, this needs to be investigated. Give props to this police chief, because we've been talking on this channel about police chiefs left and right doing the complete opposite. She made the best statement I think I've ever heard, which is, I will back my officers when they are right, and I will hold my officers accountable when they are wrong. It's that simple. And if you know anything about this woman and how she got to where she is, her story is remarkable. And when you can see something that says the biggest and most proud title that she's ever had, the job, is that of being the mom of her 2 boys. This would be a total example of she's seeing 11-year-old and a father. What's going on here? Why is one of my officers at the door saying within just seconds, accusing and saying, threatening things like, well, we can charge your daughter with basically distributing porn. Unbelievable. So I want you guys to take a look at it. Thank you for covering this situation. I was appalled when I saw that video. Yeah. Yes. I couldn't, I literally, I think what was so hard for me to stomach is that it was the female officer doing this. I think that for me was just like, what's going on here? So again, let's take another look at this, and we're going to look at it from the video of just the Ring camera. Again, this is a dad that called for his 11-year-old at 6 p.m. and then they show up at midnight. So 6 hours later. This just happened, guys, a couple weeks ago. And the dad put the Ring camera out, put it on Facebook, and it went viral. But I had to cover this because it's in my home. This is my hometown. But more importantly, it's boom, police chief all over it. Totally not acceptable. And we're going to find out what in the world, why would that even ever happen? But she was on it, immediately apologizing to the dad and to the 11-year-old, and then coming out publicly right away and saying that, wasn't sugarcoating anything, didn't say, we'll reserve comment. I mean, this was instantaneously when that went viral, that Chief Bryant went ahead and did the right thing, which she said it. She's like, I will back my officers when they're right, and I will hold my officers accountable when they're in the wrong. And right here, this looks like they're heavily in the wrong, especially the female officer. But again, she made a great statement that says that this is not a reflection of us as a whole at all, this incident. And I couldn't agree more with her. So much so that I want to take a look at who is training, that woman, who is training her partner. Because why didn't her partner kind of engage and be like, wait, hold up, if you see something, say something. So let's take a look at it. Again, welcome, guys, to the transparency. Let's pull up this video. Again, this went viral. I want to use, let's see which one I want to go with. Yeah, this one. All right, let's pull this up. Again, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here to the transparency. Appreciate that. Put your DNA on there, your touch DNA on one of those thumbs. Either you like it or you don't. But let's take a look at this footage.
Is there a better pop than cream soda?
Pop?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Nice crispy Sprite could be.
Oh, you know what? I just caught Sprite. I haven't drank Sprite since I was like a kid. Good that you say that.
Sprite's good, especially the Gallon Sprite.
Oh, you know what I lied to you. Do you ever see that Sprite challenge? They drink a bottle of Sprite and transfer.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's in bed now. It's sleep.
Well, it still happened though, right?
Yeah. I just the whole point. I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just want her to realize what this was. I mean, in reality, it's not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can? Mm-hmm. She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the
internet.
Is she
taking pictures of?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
Again, background. 911 goes, or police were called 6 p.m. police show up at midnight for this call that features an 11-year-old. Here are the police walking up, female and male officer.
Not going like a hole. Is there a better pop than cream soda?
Pop?
Yeah.
Is there a better pop than cream soda? Is there a better pop than cream soda? That's the conversation. Which, you know, shooting the shit.
No.
I don't like
Ice crispy Sprite.
Oh, you know what? I almost thought Sprite. I haven't done Sprite since I was like a kid. Hear that you say that.
Sprite's good, especially like Jolly Sprite.
Oh, you know, I lied to you. Do you ever see like that Sprite challenge? They drink a bottle of Sprite and try not to burp.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's in bed now. It's now she's already asleep.
Well, it still happened though, right?
Yeah. I just the whole point. I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just wanted her to realize what this was. I mean, yeah.
So I just wanted her to realize what this was. Like, I wanted you guys to talk to her. Yep, I saw that. So I'll be actually doing the Delphi update in the morning. So again, midnight, he comes out. He's like, it's midnight, you know what I mean? So you're coming up out of bed. Oh yeah, no, she's already asleep. But I kind of wanted you guys to talk to her. So, but it still happened, right? Yeah. I mean, I called you guys. You know what I mean?
Reality, there's not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who, she can?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn. What? Aren't you going to ask, like, well, can you explain the situation? Like, wait, what? That's the first thing that you're going to say to a father of an 11-year-old, that your daughter can get charged with. Wait, what?
She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being the.
I couldn't even believe this. I couldn't even believe this.
Manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the
Is she
internet.
taking pictures of?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
And now the best part's going to be is what's on that body cam. So we went ahead and we put in our request to get the body cam to see actually what they talk about the way up to anything that we couldn't hear there, and then on the way back, and then also the dash cam. But obviously it's being investigated, and it's being investigated by, basically it's called DIG. It's an investigator that does investigates basically police behavior, activity, questionable stuff like this. With everything that's going on in the world today, this is just what happened. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, because I don't know what's worse. The male that stood there and just was like agreeing with her, or her saying what she's saying. I mean, clearly I think that she looks like she's a younger officer, but my opinion is no excuse. Wait, what? So I call you because there's like someone's manipulating my daughter online. Yep, she can get in trouble. Wait, what? For doing what? She's making the porn. She's making porn. Excuse me? Isn't like this like 101? Like, this is how trafficking happens and stuff like that. I just, like I said, I can't yet. I don't have any words. I don't even know what to say. Like, that was the quickest encounter, 1 minute and 32 seconds. Like, for a noise complaint, the Moscow Police Department brought the damn crew over, you know? But so again, this is what ends up happening is that the dad, Billy, he goes ahead, who yours truly is, I stand with both the police chief, which he went ahead and did. And obviously I'm going to stand with this father right here. Like he did the right thing. He calls, they come 6 hours later, which that's normal if it's not a, you know, again, emergency. Like just shows up at midnight though to talk. Like I still can't even kind of believe that. Like just come. I mean,
Not going like a whole. Is there a better pop than cream soda?
Pop?
Yeah.
Mm,
No.
I don't know. A nice crispy Sprite could be.
Oh, you know what? I just want Sprite. I haven't drank Sprite since I was like a kid. It's good that you say that.
Sprite's good, especially like olive Sprite.
Oh, you know what? I lied to you. Did you ever see like that Sprite challenge? They drink a bottle of Sprite and try to burp.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's in bed now. It's the only time she's already asleep.
Well, it still happened though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I just the whole point. I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her. I mean, I just want her to realize what this was. I mean, the reality is not much you guys probably can do about it, is there?
I mean, she could probably get charged with child porn.
Who she can? She's 11 years old.
She's creating it, right?
She's 11 years old.
Doesn't matter. She's still making porn.
No, she's not. She's being manipulated by a grown-ass adult on the
Is she
internet.
taking pictures of?
You guys have a nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Are you serious? Have a nice evening.
they fired. So then the police, so this is what the dad does. The dad takes this and puts it out on Facebook, goes viral. As soon as police chief gets it, she is not happy with her department, which is amazing to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, wait, this isn't right, you know? And she is quoted by CNN as follows, which I just, you know, the police chief in Columbus, Ohio is condemning an incident in which 2 officers told a father his 11-year-old daughter could face child porn charges for sending images to a man online. Chief Elaine Bryant said as soon as the department learned of the incident captured on doorbell cam video, it immediately reached out to the father to apologize and to assure him that this matter was being fully investigated. Both the actions of this officer and, more importantly, any crime committed against his child. Bryant added in a statement posted on Twitter, "My expectation is that our officers treat every victim of crime with compassion, decency, and dignity. What I saw in that video did not reflect that, which is why we referred this case to the Inspector General." The video shows 2 Columbus officers arriving at Billy's house early September 14th in the morning, like because it was right after midnight. He then puts this out on Facebook September 15th. He said he called them because his daughter had reportedly been manipulated into sending photos of herself to a man online. The officers, 1 female and 1 male, knock on the door before the father steps out to speak with them. The in quotes, "I just wanted you guys to come over and talk to her, and I want her to realize what this was," he says. "Reality is not much I can probably do about it." Is there, like, meaning like him, like, how, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, shouldn't you be talking to her? The female officer then responds with, "I mean, she can be probably, I mean, she can probably be charged with child porn." Who? She can? The father says in the video. She's 11. She's creating it, right? the female officer says. The father repeats, she's 11 years old. Doesn't matter. She is still making porn, end quote. The female officer responds. The father dismisses the officers, telling them to have a nice evening and thanking them for coming before asking, are you serious? Because when he said that, the female officer said, okay, and was just going to leave. You know what I mean? He shuts the door and the two officers leave. Again, like I said, the father then posts the video on Facebook September 15th. The father took to Facebook and said, and talked to CNN and said, this was the first time in my life that I have ever called the cops. Adding his mother was the one who advised him to call police because this man could hurt other people. Billy said that he found inappropriate images and messages on his daughter's phone after he grew suspicious that she was hiding something. He said his daughter was communicating with the man for about a month, and then it started on Instagram but moved to Snapchat. She doesn't understand what all is happening, Billy was saying to CNN. I don't want my baby to go through this again. She needs to be safe. Billy said the man online is still trying to get in touch with his daughter. The Police Special Victims Bureau is expected to meet with his daughter and go through the phone later this week. Inspector General is investigating. Columbus Police said Monday that the Department of the Inspector General opened an investigation into the incident involving the officers. The Division of Police regarding all allegations of sexual misconduct with the utmost seriousness. Incidents involving minors are handled with the highest degree of concern. Sexual assault unit detectives were immediately notified of the incident and have been since initiating and handling the investigation. Columbus Inspector General Hendricks said the office is aware of the video being circulated and that she received several citizens' complaints about it. But what I wanted this slide to do is actually, as much as we want to, complain about those two officers, it is imperative to understand how important it is to actually praise our police chief, because she could have just buried this. She could have just, she didn't. She did not. The Columbus DIG takes each and every citizen complaint filed with our office seriously. That was the statement that they gave CNN. Bryant is promising accountability, and this was the best. Like I said, this is so simply put, but just so needed. She says, "I want to make clear this incident does not reflect the division as a whole," and I agree with that. Our officers do outstanding work to bring comfort and justice to victims every day. She continued to say, "As I have said from my first day on this job, when our officers do the right thing, we will have their back. When they don't, we will hold them accountable." Boom. Good for you. And like I said, you need to read all about her and her road to how she became, the first Black female police chief here in Columbus. 48, 2021, graduated from Bowling Green, then was over, she did a lot of time over in Detroit. She was with police departments over there. I'm going to show you her accolades here because it's pretty impressive. There you go. Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryant, named after Boston, made history as CPD's first chief from outside the division and its first African-American female chief. Mayor Andrew J. Ginther announced Chief Bryant's selection on June 2nd, 2021, after a nationwide search. Chief Bryant came to Columbus after more than 2 decades with the Detroit Police Department, and Detroit ain't easy. She started her career in law enforcement in August of 2000. In 2006, Chief Bryant was promoted to the rank of sergeant. During her tenure as sergeant, her assignments included domestic violence, Office of the Chief Investigator, and Equal Employment Opportunity Coordinator Office. In November of 2013, Chief Bryant was promoted to the rank of lieutenant. As lieutenant, she served as the training director for the Detroit Police Academy. Her duties included managing the field training office program, basic recruiting training, firearm training, and in-service training. She was reassigned to Chief's Neighborhood Liaison, where she had the opportunity to work closely with the community on many projects such as the Children in Trauma Intervention Camp, National Night Out, Chiefs Cupid Senior Valentine's Day Dance, National Crime Victims' Right Week, PALS, Police Athletic League, that is. But the best thing that I saw that she likes to, and what she was involved with, is during her time as Chief's Neighborhood Liaison, she was responsible for the Neighborhood Police Officer Program, LGBTQ Liaison Program, Junior Cadets and Explorers Program. Boom. In April of 2016, Chief Bryant was promoted to captain. Her first command as captain was the 10th Precinct, where she was responsible for the overall operation. In July of 2016, she was reassigned as the commanding officer of homicide. In that role, her top priorities were to ensure that every investigation and complaint received the highest level of service. We can go on and on and on and on and on and on. She has it all. She's trained. Immediately, she would have saw that video and been like she did, what in the world is that? What is going on? You know? So again, in September 2019, I mean, like I said, it just keeps going. But this is her way of how she got to where she is. She earned it by doing it the right way. She clearly stands for her values, integrity, consistent, fair, and that's not going to be compromised. The best thing, though, that she said, in my opinion, about this whole thing, she says the title she holds dearest is that of a mom to her two sons. She said, I am deeply honored to serve as Columbus's next police chief. This is a pivotal moment to be stepping into this role. Remember everything what was going on with the police departments back then. Okay. Everybody was calling for stuff to be defunded. And I am firmly committed to embracing change, diversity, and clear and open communication to improve safety, enhance accountability, and rebuild trust between officers and the community. And guess what, guys? There is nothing better than when you see somebody, that's what she wrote how long ago, when she was in 2021, and she's doing what she said she's going to do. Period. So as much as this is to point out, holy crap, what were those officers thinking? How about this? Holy crap, how awesome is the chief to say, no. Like, that ain't gonna happen. And that's what should happen. Because that was ridiculous. When you just don't do anything about stuff like that, when it's a situation that it involves like, running down with a criminal with a gun and do it. That's not how you handle stuff. So, but I couldn't believe it when I saw the video, to hear a female officer on top of it all, to be doing that. Unbelievable. But then boom, Chief Bryant comes in and she's like, oh, hell no, not on my watch. So there you go. And that's how you handle stuff. And so I think that Columbus, go ahead and clap it up. Buckeyes, hell yeah. But it's that simple. When you're actually seeing these body cams that we've produced out of Moscow, Idaho, people shouldn't be looking at it like, the chief should be like, look at this shit. You know what I mean? Not covering for people. So I just high five. Yep, that's the type you want in the force. Absolutely. She should be in charge of training. She got it right. Good for her, right? I mean, I love it. I love it. So again, wanted to point that out, but I just couldn't believe, because we just, talking about the Peyton Shears case with a minor and a 24-year-old female. And then here, just a couple weeks prior to that, not even by that much, so it was September 27th. Yeah. You have this going on. So again, it all starts from the top. You lead by example. And I think that knowing a little bit of history with Columbus, I think I say it best in my description here. You might be able to get a couple hiccups past a couple people, but at the end of the day, Columbus is going to get it right. Period. Abso-fucking-lutely, period. So again, guys, join me later tonight, because we're going to talk about the Karen Reed case, and obviously the arrest of her advocate, Turboy. And tomorrow morning, Delphi. So, but yep, later on tonight, I believe it's 10. That's when it's at, 10 p.m. But I definitely wanted to get this out there. Go check it out. But kudos to Columbus. Kudos to our police chief and mom. Hell yeah, woman. Police Chief Bryant. That's how you handle it. I mean, period. I'm curious to see what's going to happen to those two officers. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, touch it. That thumb. Thank you, moderators, members, subscribers. Share it. This is how you police. This is how you run it. This is how you do it. Kudos.
All right, who's responsible here? Who's responsible here? Whose house is this? You haven't been drinking or anything, right?
No.
Okay, drive careful, okay?
Thank you.
This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really? You just ditched it? Awesome.
Yeah, those ones kept walking in the car. And the other ones
It's truly for the win.